You've probably seen it everywhere, people claiming they're making thousands each month in passive income thanks to AI-powered Shopify stores, made $1 million with dropshipping. $500 a day, straight from home or a beach in Bali. It sounds like a dream, right? I mean, some of these folks are pulling in $600,000 a month. And apparently, literally anyone, can do this from anywhere on the planet, but is it actually true? Or just another overhyped internet hustle? Well, I wanted to find out for myself. So here's the challenge I set. I'm going to build a Shopify store using only free tools, and see how much I can sell online. But I'm adding a few rules to make it fun and tough. Rule 1. I have to use free AI tools, and I can't spend more than $1 setting up the shop. Rule 2. Everything must be done from my laptop. Rule 3. I've got to finish it all in under an hour. Let's get into it. Okay, starting the timer. Here's my game plan. Step 1. Find a free AI tool that can build a Shopify store for me. I've done a bit of digging, and the best option I've found is a tool called Build Your Store. This app builds out a Shopify store using AI and lets you dropship other people's products without needing to stock anything yourself. In case you're not familiar, here's how dropshipping works. Someone places an order on your store. That order automatically goes to a supplier, who ships the product directly to the customer. No packing boxes, no storing inventory, no logistics, yet you keep the profit margin. If you're following along, check the description. I've linked the tool at the top. I'm now on their site, and I'm gonna click the big button that says Build My Free Store, because, yeah, that's exactly what we want. Now it wants some info: full name, Mark Tilbury, of course, email, password. Easy stuff. That's done. On to the next step. Time to pick a niche. I've got 6 options: apparel, pets, electronics, gadgets, home garden, sports fitness, or the surprise pick. Not sure. Many people will just pick something they're really interested in. And while that might sound tempting, let's think with our business brains. You want to pick something that you know is in high demand, ideally something that sells well online and has broad appeal. All the options are fine, but I'm going with sports fitness. Why? My son is constantly boxing, running, or going to the gym, so I know this space is booming, especially with Gen Z. He even told me that young people meet at running clubs instead of nightclubs these days. That's wild. It definitely didn't work that way back when I was a kid. Okay, picked a niche, check. Next up, customizing our storefront. There are 6 different banners we could choose from. This is important because it's the first thing a customer will see when they enter our store. Let's take a look at them. The first banner is packed with random sports gear, which is great, but if we don't sell everything on display, it could confuse visitors. So let's skip it. Next up is a banner featuring a solo woman. It looks nice, but we want to appeal to everyone, not just one gender. So let's skip that too. Same issue with the other banner, it's heavily female focused. Not ideal. Now we're left with 3 banners. The bottom left option has a nice, balanced feel. And the middle right option features this dramatic sunset background. It's really eye-catching. Both are solid. I think I'll go with the sunset banner. It makes a strong first impression and gives the store energy. And don't stress, these banners can always be changed later. Now it's time to actually build the store. To do that, we'll need a Shopify account. So I click Visit Shopify, which opens in a new tab. Entered my email. Now to start my free trial, added password, created account. Easy. Shopify is asking some setup questions, but since we're letting the AI do the heavy lifting, I'll skip all of those by selecting I don't want setup help. Then it asks us which plan we want after the trial. The basic plan is perfect. It's built for solopreneurs like us and is the most affordable. I add my payment information, and don't worry, it's all free for now. Shopify only charges $1 per month for the first 3 months after the trial, and technically, I haven't paid that yet. So my $1 budget is still intact. Here we go. Welcome to the Shopify dashboard. Yeah, that sounds overwhelming, but don't panic. We won't need to do much here, thanks to AI. Speaking of which, it's time to install the Build Your Store app. Clicking on Go to Shopify again opens a new tab. I click on Settings and boom, it's been added. Now I click on Create My Custom Store and let the AI do its thing. While the AI is building the site, let's move on to the next task, finding winning products to sell. This part is super important. The right products are everything. They attract customers, set your prices, and drive actual sales. To streamline the process, we're going to use a tool called Autodius. It helps you find proven sellers, set prices, upload professional photos, and when someone buys, it even ships the product directly to them. All automatically. I go back to the Build Your Store page and click Sign Up with Autodius. You can sign up with Google or just enter your information manually. I'm using the same email I used for Shopify to keep everything connected. Autodius asks where we'll be selling. Easy answer, Shopify. Next, pick a plan. They offer a 30-day trial for just 99 cents. The starter 500 plan seems perfect. It has the tools we need without going overboard. I select that plan, pay with PayPal, and voila, that's my $1 budget. Officially spent. Hopefully there are no surprises ahead, because I'm left with pennies. Now, let's publish the store. I go back to Shopify, uncheck the box to restrict access to visitors, and hit Continue. Boom, the store is live, with winning products ready to go. Now that the store is officially live, let's take a closer look and see if there's anything we need to tweak before we start driving traffic. And honestly, I'm surprised. The 2 banners we picked earlier look great. On brand. There's a nice big button that leads to the new arrivals page, a handy way to direct customers where we want them to go. And here are some of the winning products Autodius picked for us. First up, the respirator. I've actually seen my son use something like this before. It simulates altitude training by restricting your airflow, so your body uses oxygen more efficiently. Great for improving endurance. The more I think about it, the more I want to try it myself. So I'm pretty confident that this will be a big seller. Next, we have golf bag clips. I use these all the time to keep my clubs from banging together. And if you've ever had to replace a carbon shaft, yeah, you know they're not cheap. These clips protect your gear, so I bet golfers will find them useful. Then we have a resistance band, which is just a staple in home workouts. Always a big seller. And finally, a warm running cap, great for those cold morning runs. Stylish too. Overall, I think AI did a good job of curating the products. But if we wanted to add more, it would be easy. I just go to Autodius, click on Marketplace, and go to Trending Products. This page shows you what's trending right now, across a variety of categories, but a word of advice, don't go too wild. It's tempting to add a bunch of cool items, but that just confuses your target audience. Stick to your niche. In my case, I'll filter by sports and fitness, and voila, there are plenty of products that fit our store perfectly. If I want to add an item, I just click Import Draft, let it load, and then I can edit the description, title, and photos before publishing. Simple. Speaking of editing, let's take a look at what our product pages actually look like. I'll click on the golf clips to review them. First impressions? Not bad at all. There's a solid set of product photos, high quality, clean, and from multiple angles. That's important because I don't know about you, but I like to see a few photos before I buy anything online. Now, let's talk about pricing. Autodius says the clips cost $6.84. Most dropshippers want to sell for about 2 to 2.5 times the original price, so that means I should price these products at about $13.68. That makes me a profit of $6.84 per sale before advertising costs, of course, not bad. It definitely adds up with volume, and hey, if I think the product is worth more, I can always try a higher price, $10.59. One thing I noticed that I really like, the animated PayPal button. It's a small detail, but PayPal adds trust. People feel more secure when they pay, which can drive conversions. The AI also wrote out all the product descriptions for us and even added some emojis for emphasis. It was a nice touch and definitely saved me a lot of time. Another cool feature, the related products section at the bottom of each page. This can help increase average order value through upsells and cross-sells. Is it basic? Yes. But sometimes basic is better. Less clutter, more conversions. Now let's scroll down and take a look at the footer. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much. It's usually the last thing people think about. But this one definitely is. AI has added pages like shipping policy, returns policy, and terms conditions. These little things make your store look legitimate. Let's open the terms conditions page. It looks like most of the legal language is already there. I just need to enter my store name, our business address, and a contact email. It's done in a few minutes. The only problem right now? The domain name. It's just a random string of characters, and it looks a little sketchy. Let's fix that. Back in the Build Your Store dashboard, let's get a proper domain name. Now, instead of using the traditional .com, I'm going to use .store. This domain is made specifically for e-commerce sites, and apparently there's data that shows .store gets 87% more traffic and ranks 2x higher on Google. Makes sense. If someone sees a domain name with .store, they'll know what it is. The best part? Since we're using AI Build Your Store, we can get a .store domain for free. If you're doing it yourself, you can buy one from GoDaddy or Namecheap for pretty cheap. Let's give our store a clean, relevant name: Tilbury Fitness. Catchy, personal, on brand. Now I just click Connect Now, enter our new domain, and wait a minute for it to verify. Boom, the domain is connected. Okay, one last step before we go live, a little tweaking. I'll spend the last few minutes updating the footer, adding our social media links, and making sure everything looks consistent. Done. Time's up, and we've officially built a Shopify store, filled with winning products, hooked up to a solid domain name, and all for under $1. Now comes the fun part: driving traffic and seeing if we can actually sell anything. Okay, fast forward a few days. I needed some time to order a few products myself and test them out before promoting them. Now, it was finally time to take the next big step: advertising. To get attention for our store, I decided to use a strategy that's been tried and tested time and time again: influencer marketing. Brands like Gymshark have built entire empires using this method, especially in the fitness space. Why? Because it works. You get two great things at once: 1, a trusted endorser; 2, direct traffic to your store. But don't worry, I'm not spending thousands of dollars working with celebrity influencers. I have a much smarter, leaner plan. We're going to use micro-influencers. Micro-influencers are people with 10,000 to 50,000 followers, and they tend to have much better engagement than the big names. According to Social Bakers, we're talking 60% higher engagement and 20% or more higher conversion rates. Yeah, you can tell I'm pretty excited about this. I reached out to a couple of people I know, the Gray brothers. They're twins who make comedy fitness videos, and they've built up a pretty big following. About 14,500 followers on Instagram and even more on TikTok and YouTube. But right now, I'm focusing on Instagram stories because I want a clickable link that goes directly to the product page. I approved their script and they just sent me the final video. But before we get to that, let's take a moment to unbox the products I ordered, starting with the breathalyzer. Honestly, it feels great. Sturdy, high quality. My son might actually try to steal it. Testing these is super important. Nothing kills a store faster than a wave of refund requests. Next, the hat. Nice and warm. Great material. It also has a little brim in the front, which adds a stylish touch. Then we have the golf grips. These are actually better than the ones I've been using. They're tighter, more secure, definitely a premium feel. And finally, the resistance bands, a classic. You can never go wrong with one of these. Sturdy, high resistance. Okay, now for the video. What are you doing? I'm wearing a breathalyzer. A ventilator? You're at the gym, not the hospital. It boosts my cardio. What? It restricts airflow, which increases your red blood cells. Better cardio, man. Buy now, link in bio. Okay, that's a little weird, but that's the point. Short, sweet, shows the product in action, and grabs your attention right away. That kind of energy works perfectly with Instagram stories. It stops people from scrolling and makes them curious. And since Gray Brothers already has an audience that loves this type of content, it feels incredibly natural. Not sleazy. Just fun. So I gave them the green light to post it with a link to the product page. Then we waited. 24 hours passed, and guess what? We sold some units. Now, I admit, promoting just one product may have limited our results. People weren't exploring the site or buying other products, which was a missed opportunity, but we still sold 12 ventilators. Okay, 2 of those were mine to test, but the other 10 were actual orders from real customers. Let's break it down. We sold 10 units at £13.42 each, which is £134.20. In dollars, that's about $170.85. The cost of the products, including shipping, was about $3.95 per product. That means we spent $39.50 on the products. Then I paid Gray Brothers $50 for the promotion. And Shopify charged me $1 after the trial ended. All in all, our total spend was $90.50, our profit $80.35. Now I get it. $80 doesn't seem like a life-changing number, but think about it. We spent just $1 to build the store, paid $50 for an influencer promotion, used AI tools to automate 90% of the work, and made a profit in less than a week. That's true passive income. Now imagine this. What if you did this with 10 stores? Or promoted 20 different products? Even if each store only made $50 to $100 a week, it would start to add up quickly. This is how people build serious online income, one small win at a time, scaled intelligently. And yes, before I upload this video, I will change the store name. We don't want anyone to accidentally see it and ruin the experiment. If this has inspired you and you want to see more videos about passive income ideas, check out the video I linked right above.